President Trump is expected to kick off a coast-to-coast tour on his economic agenda, an effort to sell his affordability message ahead of the 2026 midterms. His first stop, battleground state, Pennsylvania. So what do voters need to hear? Stockbroker Peter Schiff is the host of the Peter Schiff Show and joins us now. Good morning, Peter. Thank you for joining us. Here comes the tour. This first stop will be at a casino in northeastern Pennsylvania. Years long, he's taking Trumponomics on the road. And it comes as we're learning from Axios reporting that Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer are going all in on their affordability message. What's your take?
Well, unfortunately, Trumponomics has too much in common with Bidenomics. The biggest problem is the runaway government spending that is continuing under this administration. So we're going to have bigger deficits that the Fed is now going to be funding with rate cuts, and I think a return to quantitative easing. And all that means is that life is going to get a lot more unaffordable under Trump than it was under Biden.
But President Trump will be honing in on this tour about his fact that gas prices are lower, the billions of dollars of investment in energy and AI sectors, just a litany of things that he'll do. Will it resound with Americans?
Yeah, well, gas prices may be a little lower for now. I don't think they're going to stay this low much longer, but most other prices are higher. Yes, they're not rising at 9% a year yet, but they're continuing to rise. And so if people couldn't afford things before Trump was elected, those things are more expensive now. And I think that the inflation rate is going to accelerate, as Trump's term progresses and, the policies continue to impact prices.
Peter, perhaps a silver lining in all of this is that wages are growing. In fact, wages are outpacing the rise of home prices. It's caused the real estate firm Redfin to make a big prediction. They say in their headline, "Welcome to the Great Housing Reset." You see it here. Now, in it, they predict that for millennials and Gen Z, they will move back home, get roommates, or buy houses with friends, plan smaller families, postpone children, renovate to make multi-generation homes. And we see within this also a Harvard survey of young Americans where 57% of the country says that things are headed in the wrong direction for them, which is up from 6% last year. Is this, Redfin report about this great housing reset? What do you make of it?
Well, first of all, housing unaffordability is a direct consequence of the government's efforts over multiple administrations to try to make housing more affordable. But it has backfired like everything that government does, and it has driven home prices higher. So the only solution to the affordability problem is for the government to get out of the way and to let home prices come down, which they will do. In fact, I think nationwide home prices could drop 20, 30% or more, and that would restore some affordability. But problem is that would create another financial crisis because now you'd have a lot of people defaulting on their mortgages because they no longer had home equity. But this is a problem created by the government, by the Fed, by Fannie and Freddie, by all of our housing policy, which has artificially inflated a bubble in real estate. And everything that the Trump administration is talking about is trying to funnel more credit to make it easier for people who can't afford to overpay for homes for the debt.
Exactly. Peter, we've got to leave it there, but hopefully that things will get better for Gen Z to purchase those homes. Peter Schiff, host of the Peter Schiff Show, thank you. Have a great Saturday.
Thank you. And unfortunately, it's not going to get better for a long time.
Well, I hope you're wrong.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhardt. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.